What if I told you that everything you have believed since today, from your childhood and from your birth, is simply a lie? Because hear me out when I say this, it is all about our beliefs, okay? So we came into this world and we have been conditioned, we have been raised, we have been put in certain environments, certain ideologies, some of us religions. All of that has been instilled in us from the beginning. And it is only dependent on when you were born and where, in which place of the world you have been born. So up until we gain our consciousness, everything we are soaking in, how we are operating in the world, how the world is operating, how everything is functioning and working, is simply conditioning and programming. And obviously we need to get this programming and this conditioning, otherwise we would not be able to kind of get ourselves in society. We would not be able to speak, talk, walk, any of that. So we need this conditioning. But what I'm trying to say with this video is simply to be cautious about what beliefs do you hold about yourself, especially, okay? Because everything starts from yourself, everything starts from within, everything starts and ends with your beliefs. Because this is a very tricky situation. Everything you believe, you will prove yourself to be right, okay? So if you believe that you cannot speak on the camera, if you believe that you will never make it in your career, that you will never have a family or anything like that, you will prove yourself right over and over again. Why? Because your beliefs are the most powerful triggers and the engines for your reality to catch up. Okay, so like I'm telling in all of my videos and talking about in all of my videos, our subconscious mind is actually running majority of our life. So whatever is stored there, whatever you believe, you will prove yourself right over and over and over again. That is why I don't understand why we are not taught about the subconscious mind and how to actually rewrite this programming in school. Because this is such a powerful thing, and it is actually determinant of how our life is gonna go and how we're gonna, be able to move forward in our life and move ahead and what we can achieve. So until you start digging into your own belief, into your own belief system, you will not be able to achieve certain things because you simply do not believe that they are possible for you. And why some people can achieve immense and incredible things while some of us believe that we are not capable, or we cannot do that. Why is that? It is simply because of our beliefs. Some of us were raised with loving parents who were instilling all the best things into us, and they really drilled into us to trust in ourselves, to believe in ourselves, and to go after our dreams. But some of us were not so lucky. Some of us were dealing with parents who were dealing still with their own trauma, with their own projections, with their own fears, with their own unresolved issues, and they were actually instilling that in us, unknowingly or knowingly, right? But now we know better, so we can do so much better. So this video is about actually stepping into your power and taking the responsibility of your life, no matter what happened to you, okay? I know that life is not fair, and we have been dealt different cards, and some of us more difficult, some of us had it easy, but this is not debate about that. The debate is that whatever you are, whoever you are, you can take the responsibility of your life. And no matter how old you are, no matter where you are in your life, no matter what kind of mistakes or errors or trials you have done before, you can start over anew. You can start rewriting the narrative. You can start changing and choosing what you want in your life and how you want to go ahead. Okay? So this is the whole point of this video. And don't let anyone tell you that it's not possible. Don't let anyone stop you from pursuing and doing what you genuinely want. And I wanted to say belief, but maybe you don't have that belief yet, but you have that inner knowing that it is possible for you, but you need to back it up with the belief. Once you back it up with the belief and instill it in your subconscious, things are gonna start going your way. I cannot emphasize this more because it is quite simple, but that's why this information has been not given to us, because certain people don't want us to know how to take care of ourselves and how to take power over our life, because they are benefiting from us being powerless and looking outside for some kind of solution, for some kind of help. So do not believe anyone who is telling you that the power is outside of you, because it is indeed inside of you. And you just need to remember that, and then you need to act like that, and then you need to rewrite your subconscious to be on board with you, so you can actually go forward, go ahead with what you want to do and who you want to be here, right? Trust me, for majority of my life I thought I was shy, because the conditioning was so strong. Everyone, since I can remember in my childhood, was telling everyone that, oh, she's just so shy, she's a very quiet girl and all of that, just because I was not up to talking to strangers, or I was not, very talkative about things that I didn't really care about. So they put this label on me that I was shy, and for a majority of my life I was living with this belief that I am simply shy. But this couldn't be further from the truth, because when I'm talking about things that really ignite the fire inside of me, when I'm doing what I love to do, and when I'm surrounded by people who are on the same frequency and the same, wavelength as me, I cannot stop talking, literally. So I am far from shy. So that's what I want to tell you, that this belief was instilled in me while it was completely false. And I had to go through some trials and errors, and actually things in my life where I actually open my eyes and realize, okay, maybe this is not about myself, maybe it is about the environment, maybe it's about the people. And then I just proved it to myself with rewriting my subconscious mind and proving to myself that no, in fact, I am not shy. I love to talk, I love to speak, I love to, record these videos and share all these ideas that I have with you. So if you are finding yourself right now in the situation where you feel like you are not good enough, or you are just shy, you are introvert, you are this and that, just please drop these labels. Drop these labels and just throw them to the bin. Just make a big fat line and start over, and think about you can be whatever and whoever the F you want in this life, okay? There is no limitation, there is nothing like that, as long as you are, acting with morals, obviously. But as long as you have some values and you are acting with morals, you can achieve what you want, be who you want to be. And I'm not talking now about labels. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm not talking about these labels about, I don't know, like I don't even want to go into that topic because I honestly truly don't care about that. But I'm talking about your abilities and your possibilities and all of that. You can open up everything for yourself. Trust me on that, and do not trust anyone who is telling you otherwise, okay? Because they don't have good intentions, and if maybe they are acting from fear because they themselves are really restricted in themselves and they are not, opened up to the possibility and to their own limitations, then yes, they might have good intentions, but still they are acting from fear. And that's not what we want. We want to be acting from courage. We want to be acting from bravery. We want to act from our own inner knowing and doing the things that set our souls on fire. Okay? That's what we came here to do. Many of us are waking up to this. Many of us still not yet there, but I am pretty sure every single person, every single human on this world, on this planet, deserves to do what they actually came here to do. And if there is any limitation, if there is any obstacles, if there is anything that is holding us back just because our subconscious is not on board, you know, that's such a waste. That's such a waste of purpose of life, because we came here to fulfill that. And why wouldn't you want to fulfill that? I mean, that's the whole point, right? And I'm not talking now specifically because all of us have different purposes here, different mission, and for each and every one of us it's going to look different, but that's the beauty of it. But we need you to be stepping into that fearlessly. And how are you going to do that? By rewriting the lies and the beliefs you have been taught and you believed and you have instilled in your subconscious mind, and to change them into something much more beneficial so you can actually show up for that.